Jax. Commander Jax. If someone had told me you would turn up here, I wouldn't have believed it. I heard you were dead.
They tried to execute me. I got lucky.
Disgraced, but not dead. An exile. Now the great commander stands before me. How times change. So what can one Alb rebel do for another?
I need your support.
And why should we help you?
It seems like we're on the same side, Sestak. The Alps from Zakor tried to kill me. What do they think of you?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Isn't the fact that they want us both dead enough reason for us to help each other out?
No, that's not enough. Nobody has forgotten your loyalty to the hybrid. You would have done anything in his name. I should kill you here and now, in case you decided to rediscover your loyalty to him.
You need me, Sestak. Accept it. You have no choice but to work with me.
You're no longer an Alb. You're weak, Jax. Why would I ally myself with you?
Your narrow-mindedness is the reason you won't succeed. You're thinking like Albs, but you lack their strength.
Speak then, Jax. I will give you 3 chances to persuade us, before we decide your fate.
You are dependent on ELEX. I am not. You can learn from that. You are still tied to Zakor while you take ELEX. Even now, you are taking on a fight only because of your addiction. ELEX weakens you.
ELEX strengthens us physically and mentally, while your emotions weaken you.
My experience as an Alb commander can help you defeat the Alb sent after you.
They know you as well as you know them. That could be a weakness, and your knowledge of their orders is weeks old. It is useless.
Calyx tried to execute me.
And yet here you are alive. Hardly convincing.
You are fighting the Elexitors. They are my enemy too. Someone from Zakor ordered my execution. Can't you see that our fight is aligned?
Yes. Our struggle is not with the Alb people, only with their leaders. The things the Albs stood for, the true vision of our people, these things have been pushed aside since the hybrid appointed the Elexitors. And you were their most faithful servant. You saw to it that the hybrid's word stood above all. You and your brother Calyx worked together to kill all who stood in the hybrid's way. How can I believe you have rejected all that past loyalty? Your arguments have failed to persuade me, but I will give you the chance to prove your value where words have failed.
And why would you do that?
Your survival without ELEX, away from Zakor, is remarkable. You have lasted far longer than I could have imagined. That makes me curious as to how you have mastered the power of emotions and navigated the world of the free people. It makes me wonder what you will do next.
I want to get my power back. The power I had as an Alb.
Of course you do. You were once the most powerful field commander in Zakor. But as the ELEX has drained from your body, so has your power. You will have to find other ways to acquire strength. You cannot reverse that process now. You have changed, Jax. You must accept that change.
The free people face destruction at the hands of the Albs.
And they are now your only chance of survival. You must learn their skills and perfect them if you or they are to survive. I think your fate is now tied to theirs.
Which faction do you think is most effective?
They each have their own strengths and abilities. The Berserkers are powerful mages, but they use antiquated weapons and reject most technology. The outlaws are experts with old-world projectile weapons. They have fewer rules and a freer life. If it is technology you seek, then that can only really be found in the hands of the clerics. But no faction will teach you their skills unless you can show that you agree with their way of life, that you are willing to join them.
I came to enlist your help, not that of the free people.
And I am helping you. Now you must do your part.
What you mean is you don't trust me.
No, not enough to risk the survival of my people on that trust. Maybe that will change one day, but until then you must be satisfied with this alliance as it is.
If I hadn't been robbed while I was unconscious in the mountains, I would have the equipment I need.
It is doubtful that the Berserkers would have been so quick to take your equipment. I would look to the Outlaws of Tavor for the person responsible. Try their outposts on the border of Edan and Tavor.
Where can I go to improve my weapons and armor?
Try the cities of the Free People, or search the ruins of the Old World. Whatever you do, you will need to improve the standard of your equipment if you are going to fight the Albs in Edan.
I will find Calyx.
Calyx is the greatest threat left in Zakor after the hybrid. His attempt to execute you, if that is what it was, shows he will stop at nothing to see the hybrid's will is done.
That makes him the big threat to you separatists.
That is true. They say he has taken your place, and now leads the Alb armies into battle.
Then we should fight him together.
Your quest for revenge. It feels like an emotional need.
He wants me dead. Killing him is logical.
So you deny that it is emotional? We will see. But whatever the facts, it is still too early for us to attack the Alexiters directly. And if they find you, then they will kill you. I suggest you stop the Alexiters discovering your resurrection. Your raider crashed in Edan. If the Albs there find someone who has seen you alive, then word of your survival may reach Zakor. You should kill those Albs before they can tell anyone in Zakor that you are still alive.
You think Zakor doesn't know I'm alive?
We have yet to hear any intel that indicates that they have learned of your survival.
It is a logical step, but eliminating Alp soldiers will not be easy. I thought your fight was with the Alexiters, not the foot soldiers of Zakor.
Believe me, I don't like the thought of killing Albs who have not had the chance to think about the truth. But the troops in Edan are not only capable of reporting your presence, but ours too. They threaten our existence.
Meaning, you want me to take care of your business.
You want our help. We want you to prove you share our interests. This will achieve both our aims.
Very well. Where can I find the Albs in Edan?
They are monitoring the converter in Edan. Someday Zakor hopes to reclaim it. I will send the coordinates to your adjutor.
I've killed the Albs in Edan.
So I have heard. It seems you are willing to fight against Zakor.
You did well, Jax. The cleric's attack has been pushed back. We are preparing our counterattack.
Save your troops for the converters. We must secure the ELEX supply.
I will see that is done. Why do they do it, Jax? Can't they see these attacks are hopeless?
Emotions make animals of men. Don't try to understand them. I think the time is drawing near, Calyx. I think the hybrid will soon take us to the next level of evolution.
The hybrid sees all. The hybrid will be served. His is the future.
But then you and Calyx never were the squeamish sort.
Killing those few soldiers took brute force. You'll need a more strategic approach to deal with the forces in Zakor.
That is true. But you have shown a measure of the skills that will be required if you are to achieve your goals. That is good progress. But there are still some things to take care of. Come back when you have more to report.
How do you justify targeting your fellow Albs?
We don't celebrate these deaths. They are sacrifices to a greater cause. You know the Albs in Zakor aren't free. They are blinded by the words of the Elexitors. Their minds are controlled by the hybrid. We separatists will see that influence broken. We will bring all Albs back to the true purpose and meaning of the directive. All Albs, including you. The Albs are about more than serving the hybrid and his need to consume all ELEX. We broke with the clerics to follow logic instead of religion, to achieve the next step in evolution. The logic of this still holds. We must return to our true purpose.
The strong will always win.
Don't mistake raw power for strength. It is our goal that will define victory.
The highest goal of the directive is to deliver all ELEX to Zakor.
That is what they say. But what do they use that ELEX for? What were we working to achieve? You know better than I what ELEX can do and what risks it carries. With their synthetic implants and all the ELEX they have taken, the Elexitors have lost the ability to see things clearly. The will of the hybrid is all that they know. The Albs will be free to evolve again once the Elexitors have been removed.
Weakening the Albs means that the freed people will come to power.
We have our agents and scouts all over Magalan. As soon as one of the other factions could endanger our purpose, we shall move to stop them.
You've planned this well. I am impressed.
Our numbers are growing, and we have become very effective in the way we operate. In your time as commander, you proved that effective action could be taken without needing large numbers of troops. That was important to you.
How are you planning to weaken the Albs?
Our first step must be to shut down the converters.
Yes, you're right. Let's destroy the converters and weaken Zakor.
And it must be us who does it. We must lead the process that stops the Elexitors. You should be a part of this, Jax.
The converters must be silenced.
This is the control code that will stop the ELEX extraction program. It will stop a converter from operating. But the code has to be uploaded directly into the central computer of each converter. We will start with this one here, in southern Abessa.
How do I get access to the converter's central computer?
You will need to access the converter's control center. That is always located in the upper area of the extraction tower.
What can you tell me about the defenses there?
Many of the units stationed there have been rotated out in the last few weeks. Our intel is reporting that they have been replaced by combat mechs, drones, and mutants.
Not bad.
The survival of our people matters above.
We had better hurry up and get out of here. And fast. Stone and metal. If only they spent such effort healing the planet instead of ripping her flesh from her bones.
So, here is the Wanderer I have heard about.
You've heard of me?
I know everything that happens here. So much so that some have taken to calling me the Eye of Kalan. I am Reinhold, Judicator. I stand watch for all those in the Hort, and the Hort stands as the guardian for all of Magalan. Such a duty requires vigilance. It means I must ask of everyone who comes here, are you friend or foe? Do you come here to gain the blessings of the clerics, or to oppose us?
Why should I join you?
Because we can show you the path to salvation, for yourself and for all of Magalan. The Prophet Arvid helped preserve the knowledge of the past, and set us on a course to use it to build a future. You can be a part of that future. You can find your true purpose amongst our ranks.
I don't want to join a faction.
One day you must face that choice. I hope that day brings you back to us. Then trade, explore, meet our people while you are here, and may Kalan offer you guidance as you do. May your time in the Hort be peaceful and productive.
So, who are you? The welcoming committee?
I am a Judicator. I oversee everything in the Hort, from punishment to initiation.
Tell me more about the clerics.
What would you like to know?
Why would I want to become a cleric?
Because we're the last bastion against the Owls. Our strength, our faith, and our technology are the only things that can stop them. Where the outlaws profit and the berserkers roll in the dirt, we have knowledge. The knowledge to make the world into what it once was, and much more. Join us, and you can participate in our knowledge, faith, and our technology.
Tell me how promotion works within the Horde.
People who are new to our ranks are welcomed as an acolyte. Acolytes can learn the art of suggestion, train and learn the fundamentals of our way of life. The same applies for our legates and paladins. Each new rank brings new advantages, obligations, and privileges such as equipment.
What's happening in the city?
Kalan is wise, but mysterious. Through the Prophet Arvid, he warned us of the comet and the downfall of our world. He laid down the foundations for the clerics out of the ashes of the old civilization. To Kalan, knowledge and wisdom are sacred. It is through knowledge and understanding that we can find our way to the infinite skies and a true understanding of ourselves.
Infinite skies.
A place of true enlightenment and salvation. Kalan teaches us that the comet's fires will not be the only challenge we face in our quest for survival. If we are to save the people of this world, we must teach them Kalan's ways, that we must work together and gather all the knowledge we can. Because when the next catastrophe strikes our world, only those who have been prepared will survive.
Most of them annoy me. All of them annoy me.
You said something about a special job if I want to join you.
Correct. Then listen well. You must have sensed it out there. That things are changing. That something is happening. If we are going to survive and prosper, if we're to stand a chance against the Alps, I need to know what's going on there. That's where you come in. I need information about the other factions. Any information would be useful, but if you could bring me a report from the fort in Tavar, that would be very useful. So, be it the Outlaws, a trip to the Dome City in Abessa, or word from the clerics in Ignadon, I need information. Bring me a report from at least 2 cities.
Why don't you send one of your people?
Sending a berserker might get the other factions worried. Or they simply might not talk to one of us. Or worse, talk, but lie. You, on the other hand, might get some proper answers. Now, I can give this job to someone else if you would prefer. But then you would be passing up the chance to prove yourself. The journey will have dangers, but if you stick to the path, you should reach the other cities alive. So, what will it be? Will you prove yourself? Impress me, and you will earn not just Elexit, but favor, promotion, honor. We don't trust the secrets of our magic to just anyone. If you want such rewards, you need to earn them.
About my support.
Why are you torturing yourself over that?
I need the shards. It's as simple as...
Hey, who's that? What the fuck are you doing here?
Well, excellent. Another desert fly landing here thinking he's found something for free. You're just lucky you aren't a berserker. I hate those forest rats. They're almost as much trouble as the clerics.
I don't want anything for free. I'll earn it.
I hope so. Not like those other factions. They think everything's free. Berserker, cleric. They're both trying to squeeze us out of Tavar. They want to take us out. One needs men, and the other wants our land.
Who wants your men?
The clerics are short of new recruits. Didn't you know that? But they can forget getting them from here. They're not getting a single man while I'm here to stop them. I am William. I am the Duke's cousin. The Duke is in charge around here, and I'm gonna make sure he stays in charge. We are outlaws.
Are you sure you have everything under control here?
Only an idiot thinks they have complete control of anything. This is about stopping all the little crises becoming big ones. And I have one small crisis that I can use an outsider to solve.
What do you mean, outsider?
I need someone who isn't on the radar when it comes to the district overseers. Some of them are pissed about something. I need someone to deal with that.
Let's assume I join you. What happens then?
Then you will start as a runner, like everyone else. If you want to become an enforcer, you will have to earn that privilege. But to each who proves themselves, there comes profit. There comes trust. There comes armor and weapons. So earn your way and take the profit.
You need a new guard at the North Gate.
Why? What happened?
Spike is dead.
And I can imagine why. That ass was always too greedy. We'd better find a replacement quickly. Look for Ike, and tell him he has Spike's job. He's normally somewhere around the arena. It shouldn't be difficult to find him.
What if I want to join the Outlaws?
We don't take people from other factions. But yeah, we're looking for new people. Getting rid of Baxter meant getting rid of his men. So, prove yourself to me and you can swear loyalty to the Duke. You'll find it profitable. None of the other factions will give you the sort of freedom you can get here.
Or the Prophet.
Or the Prophet. Not the Albs, they're separatists. Not the clerics or the berserkers. The fort is where the real power lies.
About these district overseers. Who are they?
There's Big Jim. He's in charge of the arena. Chloe, she manages the entertainment district. Then there's Mad Bob. He calls himself the Scrap Baron, and you'd better call him that. People don't call him Mad Bob to his face. Ever. And there's Blake. He takes care of things that need taking care of. They've all earned their place, all proven themselves loyal. But they all have their little problems, and they all want more. Why did you kill Iron Madison?
She deserved to die. I did you a favor.
You can't just kill our people.
She was that important to you?
So what? You want to piss on me and tell me it's raining? You don't get to decide what's important to me and what's not.
Trust me, I did you a favor.
Maybe. She certainly wasn't a supporter of mine. Unless you have something else to tell me. What the fuck? What time is it?
About these district overseers. Tell me about Chloe.
Chloe owns her cut of the takings. That's not like her to skip paying her tribute. She knows she's lucky to have the position she has. So I need an outsider to make her pay up. It's a little more diplomatic coming from someone from the outside. And I need someone who isn't scared Chloe'll shut them out of the entertainment district. Ask her for the shards and find out why she's not been paying. If you can't manage that, at least make sure she pays her outstanding debts.
What about Blake?
Say, are you even listening to me? Blake is the only overseer who doesn't make trouble here. He takes care of his own interests and does what people tell him. I only wish they were all like that.
Tell me about Big Jim.
Big Jim. Good fighter. He's kept the arena turning a profit. Only now he's beaten everyone who's challenged him. He thinks he's invulnerable. I've even heard rumors he's claiming he will take over from the Duke. I always knew his ego would be his undoing. I should want him dead. Instead, I want you to fight him. He needs his ego deflating. You're to fight in the name of the Duke, and make sure that you teach Big Jim a lesson before I have to shut him up permanently.
What is the problem with Mad Bob?
Mad Bob, yeah. That is its own chapter. He oversees the scrap deliveries to the fort. They are a big source of profit. Only now there isn't any scrap coming in, and I don't know why. The desert might be dry of water, but there's no way it's dry of scrap.
Speak to him and find out what's happening.
I'm afraid he isn't delivering because nobody will work for him. But maybe it's something else. If you can get Mad Bob to start making deliveries again, I promise that will earn you a good reward.
I will look into the problems you're having.
That's what I wanted to hear. I run things for the Duke. Get things to move along more smoothly? Well, the Duke doesn't forget people who show him loyalty. Let me know how things go. What the fuck are you doing here? Well, just fuck off, will you?
Hey.
Do I know you? You see,
I'm thinking, no, I don't know you. So, I'm asking myself where you saw the fucking sign that says, hey, talk to this guy.
I saw it back there.
Ha, funny. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the last comedian I met kept telling jokes even after I wrapped him in meat and thrown him to the dogs. You know, he laughed all the way until his larynx got torn out. The fuck do you want here? You think you can make it here? You think the Duke is going to start giving you profit just like that? You're a nobody. Why the fuck would the Duke want a nobody?
What do you do with all this scrap?
We make profit, and we keep those shitbag factions out of our business. Scrap is what makes it all happen. Scrap is what we've got in Tavar. Scrap is who we are, and I am the Scrap Baron.
Who are you exactly?
I'm the Scrap Baron. Remember that if you want to make profit, because I'm in charge of the scrap collectors here. Which means you don't make profits if you piss me off.
Called worthless by a man who lives on a scrap pile. The people in Tavar must love irony.
Oh, and the comedy keeps coming. You know, my dad loved jokes. I remember one time I took the piss out of him and he told me, if something annoys you, you get rid of it. Then he put a bullet in my dog. Laughed himself stupid. Goes to show you there's an audience for every joke if you can find them. Fucker. I loved that dog. And take some advice. You're free here. No gods to pray to, no trees to serve, no hybrid to give you orders. You're as free as long as you have shards in your pocket, and as long as you don't piss me off, or steal from me, or keep asking me dumbass questions. So enjoy your freedom. People died to get it for you.
We should be careful what you touch around here. We might catch something.
You should listen to her. She's got brains.
You should listen to him. He knows this place.
Where do you get this scrap?
From the ruins of the old world out in the desert. It's out there, waiting to be found. Treasure amongst the sands. You just need the people to get it.
And people? Well,
they are the easiest and cheapest things to come by.
Do you have work for me?
Now you come to it. It's always about shards. So, you want payment. You can work for me. I've got the shards. You just have to do me a few favors to get them.
About these favors you want. Where do you want me to start?
Well, first I want some answers. I sent some scrap collectors out to scavenge a set of ruins on an island to the south. Everything I heard about those ruins screamed profit. And yet, so far, no scrap deliveries. So, I want you to go and find out what's happening, and make damn sure my scrap arrives soon.
Your scrap will be delivered soon.
You better be right.
It's coming.
Right. You got it done.
Do you want the details?
Fuck the details. Bring me the profits. You better not be eating into my profits. Here, this is your share for helping me out.
If someone walks out without covering their bill again, I'll take it from your pay. Or I'll send you to Mad Bob to have the equivalent cut out of you. You know we can...
You look wired, man. I mean, super intense. Have you been racking up some of Doc's downers? Come on, what's your story?
What's with the questions?
Hey, I was just curious. That tech you're carrying around screams loud that you're not from around here. But you know, keep the personals to yourself. I'm not the intrusive type. But hey, we got off on the wrong start. So as you're not from around here, maybe I could make it up by introducing you to the game. You're going to want to know about the game. It's the best way in Tavar to make profit. Though we'll have to wait until my brother gets here.
I'm not playing your game.
No, are you sure? You could win some shards, you could win big. I mean, you could spend your ELEX on drink or chems, but this game? This is an opportunity to change your life. But if you don't want to play, that's your loss. You could just walk away.
Is this game how you earn a living?
Some of it, but you've got to have your place here in the fort. I'm a runner. You know, I take messages or things from one place to another, make sure they get there safe. It's a risky life, but that also brings opportunities. Who knows which runner will make it through alive and which won't? Well, if you can guess, you can bet on it with me. You see, I run a book on which runners will do a job and which will make it through alive, among other things. The bosses gamble with our lives, so why shouldn't we earn off it?
The Scrap Baron wants to settle his gambling debts.
And they said not to play him. Now here comes the payday of them all. Opportunity, opportunity, you've got to take your chance. I hope you get your chance too, my friend. When you do, take it.
He also sent you this casket.
A casket? What's in it?
I don't know.
Right. Right, well take it to my place, will you? I'll wait till my brother gets back to open it. We share everything. This is a new start for both of us. Man, and to think they told me not to play the Baron. They'll eat those words now.
Be careful. I've heard these places can be dangerous.
Do you go to bars often?
No, but I've been told.
About these favors you want. I've completed that delivery for you.
Just in time. I just heard his brother is back. I hope he enjoys the surprise you left him.
What is it that I left him?
Oh, if I told you, that would ruin the surprise.
You're making it sound suspicious.
I am.
What was that?
That was the surprise. I bet Spade just jumped for joy.
There was a bomb in that casket?
You did good work. You're in danger of making me trust you.
Pay me.
I always pay. Take this. And I don't forget favors either. You're free to use Ace and Spade's shacks as your own. Move in whenever you want.
You speak of values and you can't even live by your own.
Oh, I do nothing but live by my own values.
For 3 hours last night. How come?
That slop Chloe serves at her
Yeah,
place.
of course. Why would it be anything else?
Damn.
And you just realize that now?
Have we got enough guards on duty? It never feels like we have enough.
Day
I
in,
am.
day out.
What the fuck are you looking at? Buy a drink, get a life, or get the fuck out of here. All right?
Any advice on how I should get a life?
Don't take a job in this bar. Don't listen to anything anyone in this fucking town has to say. And don't waste the time of the few good, honest, hardworking people you can find here. Any more advice, you can pay for by buying a drink.
William sent me.
What do you want? You're not here to collect the Duke's tribute, are you?
Good guess. That's exactly what I'm here for.
It was no guess. It's years of practice. Let's see if you can do the same. Guess what I'm thinking. Is it A, no chance, B, not a chance in hell, or C, there's really not a chance in hell? Damn it. If you're really set on collecting something, then go and see Rat. He owes me, so you can get my payments from him.
Are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking? I've told William 1,000 times. I can't pay. So, if you can't get payment from Rat, you won't get it from me because I just don't have it.
That is a shame.
Chloe says you owe her Elexit.
And she sent you to collect them?
Yes.
Well, my friend, I have some good and some bad news. Which do you want first?
The bad news.
Ah, you are someone who takes what life throws at them, then hopes for a rainbow round the corner. Aren't you, my friend? Let me guess, when you eat, you always save your favorite until last, am I right? Okay then, the bad news. I don't have any shards. Except for what you gave me, and those shards aren't enough to cover Chloe's tab.
So, what's the good news?
The good news is that I do know where you can get the shards. You see, the Rat has a plan. The plan, on the other hand, is part of the bad news, my friend.
Just tell me your plan.
So this is how I see it. Chloe runs the entertainment district, so there's no way she's not pulling in a lot of Lexit, right? So her being broke doesn't make sense. Unless someone's got hooks into her. So I did some digging, and it seems she's run up a real debt with the Duke. Now, the Duke doesn't normally do debts. He's more the, you owe me, pay now or die kind of guy. But it seems he's cutting her some slack. As long as the debt's kept quiet. You with me so far?
How does this help us?
Okay. So this is just the background. You see, I did some more digging, and the thing is, Chloe isn't broke. She might not have Elexit, but she's got her a stash, a treasure trove of gems and jewelry, stuff she keeps as an emergency fund.
And you want to rob her?
Rob is such an ugly word. What I want is to redistribute her hidden wealth to everyone's advantage. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who will pay a handsome sum for the treasure trove Chloe's hidden in her cellar. So you see, as luck would have it for you, me, and her, the Rat has already started working on a plan to untangle this whole mess. You see, I have the key to her hidden stash. So, we just need to get in, get the stash, get out, sell everything, and suddenly, you, me, Chloe, and the Duke, we all end up happy.
Simple, huh?
You don't look like you should need to beg.
I'm not, but yeah, a friend be.
I'm not going to steal from Chloe.
Well, my friend, it's not about want. I don't want to steal from my good friend and respected lady either. But I don't know another way to get you the shards she needs. Listen, you'll be helping her. Sure, she loses one way, but she will also get the shards she needs to get out of trouble. We can make this happen, you and I. I can keep Chloe talking while you get the job done. She won't notice a thing.
Give me the key. I will get Chloe's stash.
Good decision, my friend. Here, but be careful you don't get caught. We will pay her debts with her own valuables. And at the same time, I will be free of my debt.
Can you go over the plan again?
I keep Chloe busy. You get into the cellar under the bar. The stuff we're after is in a trunk somewhere down there. You get in, you get out. The rat takes care of the rest. Are you ready?
Sure.
Then let's get going. I'll distract Chloe so you get a straight, clear run to the cellar, right? Me turning up, well, we have a chemistry, me and her. I only have to walk into a room and she's instantly pissed at me. But that does mean you won't have long before her being mildly annoyed moves to me being thrown out. So be stealthy and be quick. If you miss that opportunity, well, then you'll have to figure out how to do this yourself, okay?
It'll rain in Tavar before that happens.
Do you ever think about how things might have been before the comet?
Skill and training can overcome, but sometimes it's just about being lucky.
You know, you're the first one to understand that.
There he is. That guy's trying to steal your stuff.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You think you can steal from me? Give that here. And you can get out too, rat. What the fuck do you think you're doing down here?
Rat double-crossed me. I'll kill that pig.
This is my place. I decide what happens here, as you're gonna find out. You're brave enough to steal. Are you brave enough to fight?
I know how this looks, but let me explain. You owe the Duke money. This isn't personal. I'm just making sure the Duke gets what he's owed.
Right, okay. I can see you've got a point. But this is my place, and I can't let theft go unpunished, so give me the 100 shards and we'll call it square. I should be asking for 1,000, so take the deal and be grateful. So, what'll it be?
Here's 100 shards.
I wanted 1,000, but maybe that was excessive. All right, I'll consider a square. Do what you want with Rat. I canceled his debts when he blew the whistle on you, mostly because he'd never have paid up anyway. So if you decided to beat the shit out of him, at least he'll get some of the payback he deserves. Now both of you can get out of here.
Why did you do that?
Later, all right? That is pretty suspicious.
They're never gonna win fighting that way.
I heard he was sleeping around. No surprise he got himself in trouble. He can forget about
that. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you have a second?
Do we know each other?
No, and that's exactly why I want to talk to you. I need someone with independent interests. You're not involved with any of the mob here, are you? So I'm thinking that you might be the right person.
The right person for what?
Well, I've got to tell you, I think my days of being stuck in this rat hole might soon be over. I mean, why would anyone want to be here if it wasn't for profit? So, let me ask you, are you interested in earning a few shards?
Sounds like a con.
You think? And does that mean you wouldn't be interested in a few thousand shards?
There's no way you have that much elixir.
Don't be so hasty there. You listen to me, and I'll tell you how close those shards are to being in your reach. I know, it sounds too good to be true, but listen, and then you can decide, yeah? Right, yeah, of course. The thing is, I recently returned from an expedition out into the wastelands. I was looking around in a few ruins for the usual kind of stuff, you know, just the usual. And I came across some knowledge from the old world. And this knowledge, it is so dangerous, it can turn entire regions to desert, or provide them with all the energy they could ever dream of. For real.
How does this earn me thousands of shards?
Are you kidding? Imagine what people would pay for this power.
What was it you wanted to talk to me about?
You're gonna want a part of it. And that's good, because I need help with this thing. As you've probably figured out, I've got a lead, but I've not got the thing I need. We need. I mean, I had it right in my hand. But then this asshole partner of mine took it. Stuck a gun in my face and took it. Idiot didn't even know what he had in his hand.
So, we find him. We find this thing. Is that it?
Oh, you don't need to worry about him. I followed his tracks. One well-aimed shot at the back of his head and... problem taken care of. Only the shot startled some creatures. Damn things popped up out of nowhere and went straight for the body. There was no way I could get to it.
So, why haven't you gone back?
I was always the brains of the bunch. He was the brawn. Shooting one guy who's sitting still, that's one thing. Shooting a bunch of creatures? Yeah, I'm not a good enough shot for that. But you got everything you need to get in there and loot the body. You bring back what you find on him, and I'll get you enough elixir so you're set for life.
How much elixir are we talking about?
Thousands. Maybe tens of thousands of shards. No joke. I have the connections to make this happen.
Do you often shoot people in the back of the head?
You think I enjoy doing that? Especially as we've done a few jobs together. But he killed himself when he stole from me. I mean, what did he expect? That I'd just let him steal from me? That I'd roll over and take this?
I'll get this thing for you.
Of course. Now we're partners. There is a large cliff north of the fort that forms the natural border to Abessa. You should find his remains there, near a few nests. But be careful. Those creatures are still gonna be up there.
Why are you trusting me with this?
Is there a reason I shouldn't? Are you the sort that would run off with the loot?
Well, I still wouldn't be worse off, would I? I would have what I want, and you, well...
Without my connections, you'd have jack shit. Because I only know of one buyer who can make this work, and he, or she, is only gonna trade with me. So, you'd be stuck with something you couldn't sell. You see, this story only has something for both of us if we trust one another.
Wait, before you do anything hasty. Yeah, I told Chloe you wanted to rob her, and you have every reason to hate me. I mean, we're friends and I did that, but there is an explanation, okay?
You're dead, asshole.
I was afraid you might need to calm down first. Ugh, all right. Then draw your weapon.
Count on me! That wasn't a good move.
Oh. Have you calmed down now?
You're an asshole.
Just let me explain, friend. I didn't give you up for nothing. It was advantageous for both of us that I told her.
What benefit was there for me? You screwed me over.
Hey, whoa, no. Hold your horses, okay? I have Chloe's trust again. Well, I mean, she doesn't completely hate me anymore, which is beneficial. Chloe's treasure trove would never have covered her debt to the Duke. And if you can't pay him, the Duke owns you. I mean, technically, the Duke owns everyone in the fort, but you don't want to owe him too. So, what we need to do is work out where Chloe's Elexit is going and why. Then we can help her, you and me. The old rat doesn't do things by halves.
Don't ever do anything behind my back again.
I won't, my friend. That's my point. We're all in this together. The rat always has a plan. But to get the best plan, I need to know the facts. I will work on Chloe. Come back in 1 or 2 days. You'll find me in Chloe's bar. I should know more by then. Trust in the rat, my friend.
Mad Bob will start his scrap deliveries again.
Good. We need that scrap. Profit is good for all of us. You survived Mad Bob. You must have a knack for getting on with people. That could be useful.
Yes, the plan is forming.
And?
Chloe's finally opening up. It just took a little time to get through to her, and then some drink to get her talking.
Just tell me the plan, Rat.
Okay, so the truth is this. Chloe is being forced to pay protection money. She can't pay the Duke or anyone else because she's already being bled dry. We shouldn't talk here. Walk with me a moment. Let's go talk outside. Follow me and try not to get noticed.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want everybody to hear what I'm about to tell you. The situation isn't exactly safe for anyone involved. Come on, let's get somewhere we can talk. Okay, I don't think anyone will overhear us here. So, this is what I've learned. A guy called Blake is behind this. He's forcing Chloe to pay protection money.
Who is Blake?
Blake is one of the district overseers here. He's in the upper section of the fort. Not the best overseer we have, let's put it that way. Total self-righteous asshole, to put it another. But who am I to question the Duke?
Okay, I will stop Blake.
Whoa, slow down before you do something hasty. Before we go any further, let me make one thing clear. Under no circumstances should you speak to Blake. If you approach him now, I've got no doubt he'd back off and leave Chloe alone. But that would just mean he'd just come back later when he thought things had blown over. We need to force him to forget about the protection money for good. Otherwise, what's the point?
We should kill Blake.
Are you crazy? No. Blake is an influential guy. He's protected by lots of people. He's also a pretty good fighter in his own right. Killing him, trying to kill him, could land you in all sorts of shit. We should focus on Blake. Despite all his influence, he's been going through bodyguards. 3 of them have died in the last 2 months. But if anybody knows why, nobody is saying. We need to go through his things and find out why. There has to be some dirt there, and we can use it. We just need some hint. Then we can sort all this out to our benefit. Chloe gets freed from Blake, and we get the shards we need.
Okay, I'll look for the proof at Blake's house.
Follow the rat's plan, and you'll come out ahead, my friend. Look through Blake's stuff and come back to me when you've found something. Then we'll figure out the next step. I am going back to Chloe's bar. I'll see you there.
That was pretty lousy.
I don't recognize your face. Are you with Bloody Baxter or Logan the Duke?
Who is Baxter?
You really aren't from around here, are you? Baxter the Bloody. He founded the camp here. They say he killed over a dozen jackals with his bare hands, pulled their innards out through their throats, and yet a man as brave as that turned and ran.
Ran from what?
From the Duke. Logan kicked Baxter out of the fort and took over. And then the Duke sent jackals out after him. So they say. But you will have to decide how much of that is true.
What if I say the Duke?
So, you're for Logan. You're just another fish that swims with the stream, are you? So, what do you want?
Let's do some business. Are you ready to trade? I found this list at Blake's.
A list? All right, let's see if it's anything useful. I'm guessing it's a list of names, but with this writing, bodyguards, Madison. Iron Madison. Ryan. You know, whoever wrote this can't spell. Well, this seems to be a list of candidates for bodyguards for Blake. That idiot Cameron must have written this before he was killed. Okay, then it's clear what we have to do.
We should talk to Ryan.
Why should we do that? I mean, what would you talk to him about? No, Ryan isn't the problem. But he may be part of the solution. If Blake's latest bodyguard Ryan was to die or quit, the names on this list would be candidates to replace him. So, we should change the name on the top. Then, we put the list back and give Blake a reason to hire someone new.
You want me to be Blake's bodyguard?
You certainly could. But no, that would be too suspicious. I will do it. After I've written my name on top of the list, I'll put it back in Blake's place. You take care of Ryan in the meantime. The idiot prides himself on being loyal, so chances are you'll have to kill him. Trying to persuade him might just mean he speaks to Blake and then our chances will be blown. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, then go. You take care of Ryan and I'll become Blake's new bodyguard. Then, we will find out what's going on. See you up at Blake's.
You did well.
So fuck off, will you, yeah?
Say, why don't you fuck off yourself?
Are you trying to start something, huh? Yes. I'll get you!
Fuck! I have been feeling a bit weird.
Ryan is dead.
Right. I've put my name on the list and got it in place. It's going to be fishy if I turn up and tell Blake his bodyguard is dead. You had better do it.
Won't Blake think it's strange? Me telling him about the bodyguard.
What? You mean that he's dead?
He might suspect I killed him.
Yeah, so what if he does? People get killed in Tavar all the time. And he is pretty used to his bodyguards dying on him one after another. Just go to Blake and tell him you found Ryan's body. You could even suggest that he needs to get a new bodyguard. Sometimes he can be a little slow on the uptake.
Right.
Then come back and tell me when he knows about Ryan.
Let's do some business. Are you ready to trade? I found your bodyguard.
What do you mean, found?
He's dead.
I knew that guy wouldn't last. You know when you get that feeling that you're gonna have to find yourself another bodyguard?
You'll have to find another.
Yeah. And I hate interviews. Fortunately, having been in this position before, I have a handy list of people ready to take on the job. Oh well, on to the next one. Thanks for letting me know.
You needed to be told.
Yeah? Just don't make me ask how you found out. Now piss off. I need to find myself a new bodyguard.
Blake knows Ryan is dead.
Okay, now we wait until he comes to me. I have an idea what you could do in the meantime. How about you go to Doc and get us something to celebrate?
Isn't it a bit premature to celebrate?
Don't worry. Just let the good rat do his thing, my friend. This plan is in action. And that means it's pretty much a certainty. Here, take a few shards. That should be enough to get something from Doc.
Where did you get those shards from all of a sudden?
You know, shards, they sometimes just turn up. Oh, and tell Doc he should mix us up something special. Just tell him I sent you. Hey, that's Blake coming now. We'd better not be seen talking.
You better have a good reason for waking me up.
Rat sent me to pick up a few chems.
Ah, the good old Rat. Yeah? Yeah?
He said you should send him some of the special stuff.
I know. The good old Doc knows. The special stuff, right? Yeah? You want chems? You come to a chemsmith.
Exactly.
No problem. I will take care of it. Trust the Doc, and I will get to work on it right away. Come back in a few hours. I'll have them ready then. Hey! I have your order for Rat. Be careful with it, because I outdid myself with this. Have fun. Now, fly, birdie, fly!
What are these chems made from?
From anything that's good, but with a guaranteed ELEX high. Now, I know what you're thinking. ELEX, won't that turn me into an alb? But you needn't worry. I don't want to take your emotions away. I want to rewire your world. So when I say, huh?
I'm sorry. If you're looking for Blake, Blake doesn't live here anymore, friend. If you need something from now on, come to me. I'm the new boss here.
Shit, man. What did you do to Blake?
Me? Who said the Rat did anything? You don't want to believe the rumors about him being staked down and eaten alive by jackals. They're just rumors. Say, wasn't there a time I came to you for money? And you laughed in my face and gave me 2 shards?
That was a long time ago, Rat. I didn't mean anything by it.
Well, forget your shards. I own you now. Say yes, Rat.
Yes, Rat.
See? That's how plans work, my friend. You play the long game. Welcome back, my friend.
What happened?
You know, I thought about it, but the bodyguard job just wasn't for me.
Blake is dead, isn't he?
So many rumors flying around, you don't have to believe them all. Looking at Blake, I realized I was much better suited for his job. I just had to get close enough to him when he wasn't here in the fort, and without a bodyguard around. And what do you know, with the things you did and some plans and a bit of luck, that's exactly what happened.
You used me. That was your plan all along.
Relax, my friend. I didn't use you. I merely aligned our interests to work together. You needed to get Chloe's tribute. That meant ending Blake's protection racket. I wanted Blake's job, and that meant ending Blake. So we both got what we wanted. Blake introduced me to the Bloody and showed me where Chloe's shards were buried. You can tell William that Chloe will pay the Duke's tribute from now on. I will cover her outstanding debts.
The Bloody? Who are you talking about?
Baxter, Bloody Baxter, the guy who ruled the fort here before the Duke took over. The guy who survived the Duke's jackals and who fled the fort streaming with blood. I mean, that bloody guy.
You met Bloody Baxter?
You don't meet Bloody Baxter. He invites you, and you go, and you hope you can get to come back. I only told you that because I think you and I are good friends now. But it's best you forget that now. Baxter is dead, okay? As far as you believe, Baxter died years ago. So, let's get to the bit about your share. You and I are a team, friend, and friends look after each other. If you remember, you gave me 50 shards when we first met. Now, it's my turn to help you. And I'm not just talking shards here. I've got something special. Just don't talk to anyone about this. You'll learn what the claw means when the time is right. Until then, hold on to it. I told you, friendships pay off. And who knows, maybe I can lend you a hand again during your time here. That is, if you decide to join up with us. But now, I have to take care of my new duties. See you around, my friend.
I have the chems you wanted from Doc.
Ah, yes. I only asked for them to keep you busy. You can keep them if you want. I can't touch that stuff now I'm in charge. But hey, more fun for you.
That was great.
About these district overseers. I took care of Chloe's debts.
Yes, Rat came to see me. He's paid Chloe's debts. It seems Rat has taken Blake's position. I've a feeling things are going to get organized now. So not just a crisis averted, but an improvement. That is good work.
Glad to help.
Good. I will remember that. You're proving yourself useful here. We can use people with your talents.
I'll wait here for you. I'm back with you. Go on.
Get me a drink. And something to eat. And not just beans. Get me something decent. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get it.
Get it yourself.
Are you on chems, or just dumb? Do as I say, or I'll shove your head so far up your ass you'll be kissing your own tonsils. Give me a drink. Give me some food. Get them for me now. Doing that would be a good move on your part. You'll want me to owe you a favor when all my plans come together.
I don't need you to owe me a favor.
The last man who said that ended up in a hole in the desert along with his friends. He sure needed my help then. Or do you think you've got connections that'll save you from that? The Duke might be in charge now, but he won't be running things forever. Someday, someone is gonna take his place. And when they do, you'll want them to be a friend of yours.
Is that so?
Defeating Baxter doesn't make him immortal. The Duke might have the fort now, but remember, no one thought Baxter could be overthrown, and where is Baxter now?
Like to talk big, don't you?
And you're a cocky son of a bitch. You should start listening to people in the know, or you're gonna get left behind.
About the arena. I challenge you.
You wanna do what? Challenge me. Let me make it plain. You don't fight me until you've proved yourself.
Is that so?
Those are the rules of the arena. Fighting losers does nothing for my reputation. You don't fight the champion until you've worked your way up. And you don't fight me until Williams lets you join the Duke's men.
I'll wait here for you. I'm back with you. Go on.
About the arena. What are the rules?
You'll find out when you get in there. You choose a challenger, and you meet them in the arena. Then, you fight. You win, you take the money. You lose, you take the injuries and you take them like a man.
So, you fight alone?
1 against 1. You fight alone, you fall alone.
Who can I challenge?
Me, if you got the balls. Then there's Ike and Gunn. You might find a few others, if you think you got what it takes.
So I can challenge you?
Yeah, you can challenge me, but I won't fight you. Not until you've proved yourself by fighting Ike and Gunn. And you'll need to be working for the Duke while he's in charge. Only outlaws get to fight me.
Ah, look who we have here. A new face come to Tavar looking to make his fortune. You looking for a challenge? I'm surprised a drifter like you made it here. But now you're here. Welcome. I hope you bring yourself and the rest of us good profits.
Are you this friendly with every newcomer?
Friendly is business, and business is me. I mean, look at me. Who would have thought a humble man like me would make it all the way to the rank of Enforcer?
How did you get yourself promoted?
I fought for it. I built respect with every punch. If you want respect, if you want a name, you get it in the arena.
I challenge you to fight in the arena.
Me? You sure you want to risk that? You'll get 1 chance to fight me. You lose, and you're gonna lose. And the fort will know where you stand for good. That's the way it works. So you sure you want this?
See you in the arena.
Now there's confidence.
Yes.
I'll wait here for you.
Right. Let's see if you're worthy of the respect you want. Ready?
Ready.
What gave me away? Shit. You came for respect and you've earned it. Man, my chance is gone. Big Jim won't fight me now. You need to fight him. Someone has to. That's the whole reason I worked up to this point. You've got to do it. Just don't rush it. He needs to be beaten, and he needs to be beaten bad. So you get ready, and you beat him to a pulp. And I got something that can help make the fight easier.
What's your plan?
We can't talk about it here. We don't want to be overheard. Let's talk somewhere else.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm back with you. Go on.
The more of them that die, the better this.
So what's this trick for beating Big Jim?
Give me 500 shards and we're in business. With the beating you gave me, you've taken my livelihood. So I'm gonna need something. And I'll give you some extra information as a bonus. The word is out that you want to join the Outlaws. And if so, you're gonna have to fight Big Jim. That's a challenge for anyone. So my advice isn't just about money. This advice will open doors to a whole new future.
All right. 500 shards and no more.
Yeah, there speaks a champion. You know what you want and you're prepared to earn it. So, this is your way forward. Big Jim is a drinker, a big drinker. So you give him this to drink. This is his favorite stuff. He'll go for it for sure. And he won't know what's hit him.
What is this stuff?
It's a chem the doc mixed up. It'll slow Big Jim right down so you'll be able to beat him. Trust me, he smells this, he'll drink it, and you'll be a step closer to being champion.
Here, how about a drink? A toast to your future in charge of the fort.
Right. You think I'm dumb? You think you can get me drunk and beat me? You think I'm that dumb? Well, I'll show you. I could take you drunk or sober. Give it here.
About the arena. I challenge you.
Forget it. You're not ready to fight me.
About the arena. I fought Gunn.
That's what the arena is for. Looks like Gunn has passed it as a fighter. He must be if a newcomer like you took him down. But you're proving yourself. You're making yourself look good, so take your shards. You earned them.
I challenge you.
Forget it. You're not ready to fight me.
Hey.
Hey. You look like someone who knows the value of shards.
What do you want?
Want? I want to share the secret of ELEX. I want to share the secret of wealth.
Why do you want to share it with me?
Share it with you? No. I want you to share it with me. I'm broke and you aren't. So I'm the one who needs advice here.
How do you survive here?
I fight. I fight. In the arena. When I can get someone to face me. These days I have to get by on any wins Big Jim will pick out for me. Oh, there's nothing like that payday high.
So, you fight in the arena?
Yeah, I fight, they pay. I'm the man. I've been the man in the arena for years. Years. Before Big Jim.
I don't see how you could earn anything from fighting.
Hey, you wanna try? I've killed men in the arena. I just need a few stims. Just to get me back on my feet. I get some stims and I'll be fine. I just need some stims.
Stims will help you fight?
Just a few. You ever try fighting while doped up, drunk, or dog-tired after a fuck? Forget about it. You're no use. But a few stims. A few stims and then I am on it.
I challenge you to a fight.
You? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you'll give me the shards. One more fix, and I'll be clean. Then I'll be back. Okay, you got one shot. If you think you can take it, you won't get a rematch. You ready?
We should drink to it.
Yeah. No. No, afterwards. If you're still standing. Here, take it back.
So it's true. You can't take your drink.
What? Who said that? I can outdrink and outfight anyone here.
Come on then. Have a drink.
All right. Okay, I'll show you.
Right. Are you ready for the arena? Or should I wait for you to take a stim?
No. No, I don't need a stim. What do you think I am? An addict?
See you in the arena.
Okay.
Is she really so gullible?
I'll wait here for you.
Now you'll find out what a professional can do in the cage.
Ready when you are.
Remember, this is the only shot you get at me. Oh, my head is killing me. Oh, shit. What am I supposed to do now, man? But yeah, you beat me. So now you can go and get your shards from Big Jim. I'm still a fighter. I'll beat the next guy. First, I'm gonna roll one and relax.
William wants you to stand guard at the north gate.
What? He does?
Yes.
Well, if that's the case...
So, will you do it?
Yeah, why not? A regular set of shards doesn't sound bad after all. Until then, buddy.
They saw the Albion.
I'm back with you. Go on.
And ran.
About the arena. I fought Ike.
I heard.
And what does that get me?
Oh, you're here to make a claim. Here, take your payout.
I challenge you.
So, you think you're ready to fight me, do you? I heard you beat Ike and Gunn. Big round of applause. Well done you. You think you're a fighter's fighter now, do you? All right, let's do this. You'll get your shot. Tell me when you're ready.
I challenge you.
I accept. Meet me at the arena.
So annoying. So annoying.
I'll wait here for you.
Right. Let's see what you got.
We'll see. Draw your weapon.
You've got lucky.
Want to go again?
All right. You were good. But you've cost me. More than just this fight. No one's gonna follow an ex-champ. No one's gonna follow a loser. I'll never be leader now.
You're giving up because you lost one fight?
Nobody has ever defeated the Duke. Now they've seen you beat me. Do you think anyone is gonna choose me over him? Here, take this ELEX. Take it and get out before I ram those shards down your throat.
That is illogical.
I'm back with you. Go on.
Not like that.
Have you ever been in the cage? Yeah.
Ike has taken over as guard at the gate.
Good. Hopefully he'll do a better job than his predecessor. Here, thank you for taking care of that.
About these district overseers. Big Jim has backed down.
I heard he'd been beaten. He won't get any support to stand against the Duke now. He's already stepped down as a district overseer. He didn't even need to be pushed. You did the job well, and that wins you a share of the takings. You did a good job dealing with the district overseers. He will be pleased. Maybe you should think of joining us. The fort is open to you. I usually show my appreciation with ELEX, but in your case, I remember what you did to Iron Madison. And what happened to her means you will get nothing from me. Because I will have to spend shards finding a suitable replacement for her.
Iron Madison has nothing to do with this. You owe me some shards.
Did you leave Madison somewhat alive? No, so don't expect any payment. You stole a life. Be grateful I don't take yours.
I want to join the Outlaws.
You've proved yourself. So yes, we can open the door. You will have to work your way up. There's no way around that. And remember, this decision is final. Once an outlaw, always an outlaw. You can't go off and start trying to join other factions. Understood?
Yes, I want to join you.
Okay, then we have a few things to clear up. You've proven yourself worthy to become one of us. That is an honor, but I must warn you. From now on, you act in the name of the Duke. So don't fuck up. Don't speak ill of his name, and don't forget that profit is everything. If it comes to my ears that you are negotiating with berserkers, or with the clerics, you will have to deal with me. There can be no talk against the Duke or his family. Do, and you will see the consequences.
You have my word.
Word? Fuck up your duties and we'll have your insides on your outsides. But work, gain profit, and you will be rewarded. Such is the way of Tavar. So do your job and make yourself useful, Outlaw of Tavar.